Fortnite has a massive problem. Being one of the most played games of all time, Fortnite is no stranger to pop culture. In a massive universe full of unique and original characters, collaborations were inevitable. Collabs have been a part of Fortnite since its release, and as the years have gone on, we continue to see a heavy focus on skins from different media properties. And with the new partnership with Disney, there is a concerning trend that could spell the end of Fortnite's originality. But how did we get here? The very first Battle Royale collab was the Infinity Gauntlet Limited Time mode back in Chapter 1 Season 4, where you could transform into Thanos and wield your power over other players. But this was just the beginning of the relationship between Disney, who owns Marvel, and Epic Games. We continue to receive new collabs with Disney-owned properties like Star Wars until Chapter 2 Season 4 brought us an entire Marvel-themed battle pass. It brought iconic skins like Iron Man, Groot, and Mystique. This season was loved by players as it finally introduced beloved characters from the Marvel universe into Fortnite. But it opened the floodgates to what was possible for other companies. DC, Capcom, the NFL, the NBA, Ferrari, Nike, and many more brands wanted a piece of the Fortnite pie. But in early 2024, everything changed. On February 4th, 2024, Disney announced that they had bought a $1.5 billion stake in Epic Games. It's the biggest foray into the gaming space ever, Disney's CEO Bob Iger said. This partnership was highlighted by Disney's clear vision for the future, to create a new persistent universe that will offer a multitude of opportunities for consumers to play, watch, shop, and engage with content, characters, and stories from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Avatar, and more. And the problem is hidden in plain sight. Consumers will be able to play, watch, shop, and engage. Disney's goal for this partnership is to push their already enormous content library onto Fortnite players by creating a fully unique Disney experience. The problem with this is that Disney already stated that not every skin will be able to be played in game modes like Battle Royale. In other words, some characters won't be able to hold guns. It's yet to be seen exactly how this will be implemented into the game, but it's difficult to imagine spending $20 on a skin that is restricted to certain game modes. But this is just one piece of the puzzle, because after digging further into Fortnite collaborations, I found a concerning trend. Let's start with Chapter 1, the beginning of Fortnite's journey. At the end of the chapter, there were a total of 525 skins. Of those, only a small number were collaborations with other brands and franchises, just 21 collabs. That's about 4% of the skins at the time. Back then, the focus was more on original content, giving players a chance to customize with unique Fortnite-inspired outfits. Fast forward to Chapter 2, and things start to get a bit interesting. By the end of the chapter, the game had added 678 skins, with a much larger chunk of those being collaborations, 133 collabs to be exact, making up about 19%. This is a period where Fortnite really started teaming up with movies, TV shows, and pop culture icons, bringing skins from Marvel, DC, and even musicians into the game. Chapter 3 took things even further. The number of skins added was 257, with 73 collabs, which makes up around 28%. Although the number of skins was a bit smaller compared to Chapter 2, the collaboration still held a strong presence as Fortnite continued to pull in more fan-favorite characters from the biggest entertainment franchises. Then came Chapter 4. The game's visual style evolved, and so did the skin count. By the end of this chapter, there were 232 skins added, but what stands out here is that 72 of those were collaborations, making up 31% of the total for the season. Even though the total number of skins dropped slightly compared to Chapter 3, the ratio of collaborations continued to rise. And now we near the end of Chapter 5. As of October 2024, Fortnite added 262 new skins for the chapter. But what's even more interesting is how 104 of these skins are collaborations, about 40% of the total skin count. We're now seeing more brands, characters, and universes come into Fortnite's world, making it one of the most crossover-heavy games out there. The new remix season will be short, but it too will be introducing real-life characters such as Snoop Dogg, Ice Spice, and Juice WRLD. Now that we have looked back at each season individually, we can see the clear trend towards more game collabs. The item shop continues to put heavy focus on these types of skins, with large and prominent sections dedicated to these crossovers, leaving only small amounts of originals to find. At one point during Fortnitemares this chapter, there were 9 sections for crossovers, and while there were original creepy outfits, they were clearly not the focus. Fortnite has come a long way from its humble beginnings, but there's something to consider as the game evolves into the ultimate playground for crossovers. While the game still features original designs, collaborations have become a much larger part of the experience, and with recent partnerships, especially the growing involvement of Disney, the game is leaning heavily on iconic characters and franchises. Superheroes, movie legends, and even characters from other video games now make up a significant portion of the skins. It's impressive how far Fortnite has come, but one can't help to wonder, is it losing some of its original identity along the way? Now, I want to make it clear that I'm not simply hating on Fortnite just because they bring the Incredibles or Disney villains to the game. Far from it. I believe that Fortnite has evolved in many ways over the years, some for better and some for worse. A common criticism I see is how it has lost its art style, and I wholeheartedly agree. There was something special about the bright, oddly shaped world we came to love in the early days of Fortnite. But as Epic Games grows, it is at the mercy of its stakeholders. And with companies like Disney, Sony, and Tencent all having large stakes in the direction and choices that are made about the game, we as players are just along for the ride. And as Gen Z's screen time on gaming continues to grow, Epic Games has something special with Fortnite, and these companies know that. Bringing famous characters into the game is always interesting, but can sometimes be clear money grabs. Just how much of the resources that Epic Games has is being moved from original, inspired creations to recreations of popular characters? I guess we may never know. My hope is that this Disney partnership is what they say it will be. Like Josh D'Amaro, Disney's chairman of Experience, puts it, this partnership will enable us to bring together our incredible collection of stories and experiences from across the company for a broad audience in ways we have only dreamed of before. So what are your thoughts about the direction that Fortnite is headed? I choose to be optimistic and am excited for what is to come, but it is also important to question whether we the players have a fun experience and hope that Mickey Mouse isn't going to be cranking 90s on us.